What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Paul Thomas Anderson is finally back with One Battle After Another. Man, this movie has been getting a lot of hype. I finally got a chance to check it out, and let's dive in. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Movie Dive. Here we're diving into One Battle After Another. This is Paul Thomas Anderson's next film starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Before I do dive in, please don't forget to subscribe to the Movie Dive. I'm trying to get this little channel to 1,000 subscribers here in 2025. And don't forget to ring the little bell button down below to get notifications on the channel. Almost everything's been said about Paul Thomas Anderson. I mean, this guy's made movies for about 20, 25 years now and has many masterpieces under his belt. Starting off with movies like Boogie Nights, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, and of course, There Will Be Blood, which many consider one of the best films, if not the best film of all time. He's had some quieter films lately that didn't get that much attention from audiences, such as Licorice Pizza. Phantom Thread is one I have not checked out. Inherent Vice just did not look that entertaining to me as well. And honestly, There Will Be Blood is the only Paul Thomas Anderson movie I have seen before seeing One Battle After Another, except for the last week I decided to check out some of his films because I had not seen them. So I did watch Boogie Nights and I did watch Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler, which was in the early 2000s and late 90s. And one pattern I started to notice with Paul Thomas Anderson movies is they definitely had a style to them. And although I thought that they were good, they fully didn't resonate with me. Boogie Nights was not a movie that was totally for me. Punch Drunk Love, I did respect what he did. However, it's not something I would go back to, or it's not something I fully enjoyed watching or found that much artistic value in. And that leads us to the super hyped One Battle After Another, because Paul Thomas Anderson and Leonardo DiCaprio teaming up together for a movie. It's got to be great, right? Of course, on TikTok, everyone's been talking about how this is one of the best movies of the millennium. And not only just random people coming out of the movie theater, but also reviewers I actually really respect, really talking about how much they love this movie. This is another longer film from Paul Thomas Anderson, running about 2 hours, 40 minutes long. You could call it an epic of sorts. The beginning of the movie is in one time period and does jump 16 years into the future to start covering a wider time span. Leonardo DiCaprio is part of a group called the French 75, and they kind of lead a small, I guess, terrorist group, you should say, but also revolutionary group. Of course, One Battle After Another has stuff to say with the politics going on today, but it doesn't badger you over the head with all that messaging. I liked Sean Penn quite a bit in this movie. I thought he was a pretty menacing guy. I had not seen him do a good role like this in quite some time. I'll get to the part of saying One Battle After Another. I'm sure if you love Paul Thomas Anderson, you will love this movie. And as I said before, I thought his movies were good that I have seen, but they're not something I would go back to. And I think I feel the same about One Battle After Another. While watching this movie, I found myself at times very hooked and enthralled with what was going on screen. And other times I felt that Paul Thomas Anderson-ness with it, where it just kind of feels flat. Like there's times I feel like I should feel emotion, but don't. Trust me, I feel like I'm going crazy because everyone else gets this strong feeling from the movie, and I just find myself just not feeling any emotion. I know I'm probably in like the minority 10% or 5%, and I feel like with me being such a film fan, this is kind of a crime. Now, I will reiterate that this is a good movie, and I do hope some point in the future to watch it again. But as Leonardo DiCaprio was kind of going through these moments that in real life would be very profound, very deep, I just found myself kind of enjoying the ride, but not really feeling that much aside from that. And this goes without saying, the cinematography is great, filmmaking is immaculate. However, again, it's just certain things make me feel flat, and I will completely accept it if I am the crazy one in this scenario. A lot of people are calling it one of the best movies of the last 20 years or so. I just don't feel that. And I remember when I was reviewing earlier Paul Thomas Anderson movies on my TikTok, someone told me if you give those movies a 3 to 3.5, you're probably not just a big Paul Thomas Anderson fan. And at this point, I think I will go ahead and agree. However, I am going to tell everyone they should go and see this movie because a lot of people were absolutely loving it. Leonardo DiCaprio is great in it. However, at times I do find him being a little too Leonardo DiCaprio. But of course, Benicio, if I said that correctly, Benicio del Toro, great. All the actors are great. Regina Hall making a comeback. I haven't seen her in a while. She's great. And Leonardo DiCaprio's daughter in the movie, Chase Infinity, has a good performance as well. I will also say this movie had a runtime of 2 hours and 40 minutes long. The pacing from some points felt like it was really good, and I was really attached to what was going on. There was other moments I did find myself checking the clock, especially with about 40 minutes left in the movie, but I have heard from other people that the movie just absolutely flew by for them, so that's good on them. Once again, I do recommend you check this out because you'll probably like it more than I did. I just am soulless for some reason. I'm gonna go ahead and give One Battle After Another a 68 out of 100. What'd you guys think of it? Did you love it? Do you think it was overhyped? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Movie Dive, and we'll see you next time.